Welcome to the Lose Your Big Ass Stomach podcast. I'm your host, Jay Jackson, and my mission here is to help you get rid of that big ass stomach and take back control of your health so that you can look and feel your best by being the best version of yourself, mentally and physically, while destroying the mediocre agenda society is trying to brainwash you into, and breaking our families' generational curses of being unhealthy by being a healthy and fit role model. It's time to set a new standard. It's time to set a new standard of living. If you find the podcast helpful, be sure to hit that follow button because that helps us build a movement. Let's go. If you've gone to the doctor and they've mentioned to you your triglyceride levels are getting high, you know, your cholesterol is just out of control, or you're having high blood pressure, hypertension, and maybe you notice that you have some extra belly fat, the visceral fat that you know deep down you need to get rid of. Because you know if you don't make some changes, things get worse, okay? And so what I'm going to do in this video, I'm going to break down, podcast, 7 of the best foods you can start eating today to start lowering your blood pressure, managing your cholesterol, and losing the weight, okay? And that means slimming down your waistline too. So let's go ahead and dive in, because this is a topic that I see when people join my coaching program. It's not just to like lose belly fat or just drop weight. A lot of times it's other health concerns that are kind of like behind the scenes that people just don't see. And some folks, might be some of y'all who are listening, you notice that your stomach is getting bigger, but you may not even realize that you have high blood pressure. You may not even realize that you have things like sleep apnea, because if you have a lot of belly fat, this is just a symptom of a silent problem, guys, okay? It's things that we can't see. There's a lot of guys and women that are like, oh, you know, I need to drop a good 30 or 40 or 50 plus pounds, but it don't look bad on me. I'm like, what does it look like on the inside, though? That's what a lot of people don't know. That's why they call high blood pressure or hypertension the silent killer. So it's very important that you pay attention to what I'm getting ready to share with you, okay? Because a health problem is really a nutrition problem. You fix your nutrition, you can fix your health, okay? Nutrition, food is medicine if you use it properly. If you use it the wrong way, it becomes something that steals your vitality, okay? So the first one is this. First food, green leafy vegetables. I see a whole lot of folks who they eat their kids' food and they wonder why their children are getting bigger. Their children are gaining weight. Their children are having belly fat and, you know, brain fog and feeling tired, lacking motivation, don't want to go outside and play with the other kids, because the kids are eating like the parents and the parents are eating like the kids. That's no good. Parents, you got to eat vegetables, okay? And green leafy vegetables specifically. One of the benefits of like being in my coaching program, I have my clients post their meals inside our community. And one of our coaching clients, I can't remember his name at the moment, I can't remember who it was, but they posted a meal that had some grilled, some grilled chicken, but then they just had carrots. I'm like, that's a good meal, but if you want to take that meal from good to great, we need green leafy vegetables, asparagus, kale, spinach, Brussels sprouts. These foods are critical, guys. They have fibrins, go help you slim down your waistline way faster. These foods also have way more nutritional value. Guys, this is one of the shifts I help a lot of my coaching clients make. And once they get this one thing I'm getting ready to share with you, most of them start dropping a lot of weight. You got to stop eating based on pleasure and convenience and shift to eating based on value. The types of foods that I'm sharing with y'all today have tons of value in them, meaning you're going to have energy after you finish eating them. You're going to have energy not just physically, but mentally. If you go through brain fog, you go through a lot of bloating, you go through, like at one point in my life, I used to have a lot of eczema all on my hands and my feet. It used to be crazy, even acid reflux. Like I looked like I was in decent shape back in the days, but on the inside, terrible because of the quality of food I was eating. I wasn't eating foods that were dense with nutrients. I was eating a lot of empty calorie foods, okay? And so super, super important that you make these shifts. Start eating green vegetables. I know I listed off quite a few of them. Eat the ones that resonate with you. Like a lot of people always be like, I get people that say, I'm a picky eater. I'm a picky eater. Picky eaters should be able to lose weight the best because you don't have a whole lot of variety in your diet. Yes, I eat the same vegetables, Brussels sprouts and asparagus. That's the only vegetables I really care to eat. That's it. Because I'm picky. And so if you're picky, be picky with healthy food and you'll be able to start losing weight. And it's also going to help with regulating your blood pressure, okay? Not just leaning out, because these green leafy vegetables, they're carbs. There's a lot of trainers out there that'll say, just cut your carbs. You can't cut carbs, guys. You need carbs. Fruits are carbs. Vegetables are carbs. The good thing about eating these types of foods, they're very low in calories. Versus if you're eating things like French fries all the time. You're eating rice all the time. Potatoes all the time. And notice I didn't say these foods are bad, but these foods are dense with calories. So it makes it extremely hard to lose weight. Extremely hard to lose weight. Like guys, I was talking to somebody the other day. They were like, they had a trainer at one point in the gym, and the trainer was overweight, and he was like, I don't even think I want to train with you, man, because you don't even look the part. How you gonna really get me to where I want to be at? And I was like, that's smart. Makes sense, you know. But one of the reasons that happens to a lot of trainers is because they're overeating on calories from eating French fries, too much rice, too much potatoes, too much oatmeal. Like these types of carbs and calories add up really fast. Okay. Second food, wild caught sockeye salmon. Wild caught sockeye salmon. A lot of the type of people I help are busy, successful, high earning men and women. They have really good careers, and it's important. I see a lot of people that they're putting all their money into these like status, symbols, the car, the nice little luxury car, the nice Louis Vuitton bag. They get the nice, beautiful house or condo, whatever it is, but they're not pouring into themselves. They'll look at something like wild caught sockeye salmon and say it's too expensive. Compared to what? Are you going to compare it to the doctor bills and the medications and the time away from work because you have to go to the doctor? That's expensive. Your peace of mind, that's expensive. And so make the decisions to start pouring your wealth into your health by buying foods that are going to give you more vitality. Things I like about sockeye salmon, it has like protein in it, but it also has omega-3s in it, which is going to help with like reducing inflammation. Okay. It's going to give you energy, not just physically, but mentally. I'm talking about when you eat foods like this, y'all, you don't even have to eat as much of it. You'll find that you can eat it. You'll feel like you're full from just eating a little bit, and you'll realize, dang, this food really don't even have that much calories in it. A lot of times when people join my coaching program, I build out their meal plan, I show them what they need to eat, and they like, man, I can't even eat all this food. And they drop in weight, eating what I'm telling them to eat. But before they joined, they were eating way more food. Subway sandwiches, pastas for dinner, ground beef. It's just like calorie dense, calorie heavy food. And I'm like, you're actually eating less calories now. And the reason they're able to lose weight doing it this way is because the food is dense with nutrients. If you're eating a lot of empty calorie foods, fast foods, snacking on chips, trail mix, crackers, and you're hungry all the time, you don't have energy, it's because the foods you're eating lack nutritional value. And so your body isn't craving calories, it's craving nutrients. You need to start eating foods like the ones I'm sharing now because it's going to feed your body what it wants. Your body doesn't just want calories. Your body wants nutrients. That way you don't have to worry about feeling tired and deprived and brain fog and all these other health complications and issues. Okay. Number 3, berries. Strawberries, blueberries, raspberries, any type of fruits that have seeds in them for the most part. You can even do kiwis. Like I said earlier, guys, I'm a picky eater. I only eat really 3, maybe 4 types of fruit. I'll do blueberries, strawberries, kiwis, and those are like my go-to. That's it. Eat them on rotation. I get bored with eating one, I go to the other one. I get bored with eating that one, I go to the other one. That's all you do, guys. You just rotate them. You get bored, go to the next one. And then once you get bored with that one, go back to the first one. All right. They have antioxidants in them, low in sugar. Okay. If you're somebody, you have type 2 diabetes, and you got to always look at your A1C, you got to check your blood sugar, you got to check your insulin, all this type of stuff. There's certain foods that you can't eat. If you eat certain types of foods and you're just not even aware that you can't eat these foods, like bananas, you can put yourself in a bad situation. Just because bananas are healthy, it's very high in sugar. And so it's important to be aware of these types of things, so that way you don't find yourself in a bad situation because you just didn't know. Like, that's what's happening to a lot of people. They don't know the way they're eating is causing them to have low energy or high cholesterol or high blood pressure. Like, what you don't know can hurt you. There's plenty of people who have, they've done bad things in the world, or not even bad things, but it's like they broke the law, not knowing that they broke the law doing something. It's kind of like people who, one of my clients, he has this big house and he cut his trees. He has a house out by Lake Lanier. He cut his trees in the backyard. Didn't know that he couldn't cut his trees. And the government came and they was like, oh, these trees got to stay right here. These trees are not your property. These are supposed to be here. And so he got penalized, like, I think it was like $1,500 per tree. It was something insane. So what you don't know can hurt you. It's very important to be learning and applying these things. Don't just learn, apply. All right. But that's number 3, berries. I'm gonna speed this up a little bit. Number 4 is avocados. These are healthy fats, guys. I know a lot of times when people go to places like Chipotle, Moe's, they pack on the guacamole. Guys, listen. If you're eating tons of guacamole, even like walnuts, cashews, almonds, they're healthy, but they are calorie dense. This is the difference between me and a lot of these trainers out here, y'all. Because a lot of people always ask, what's the difference? Most trainers just put out content. What I'm doing is giving you context. They'll just say, this is a bad food, this is a good food. And it goes viral. But nobody knows, why is it a bad food? Well, why do you eat it? I see it on your plate sometimes. How do you eat it? You say it's a bad food. There's no good or bad food, guys. There's foods that have more nutritional value and less nutritional value. There's foods that are dense in calories and foods that are lower in calories. And so I say this because avocados, extremely healthy. I feel like it should be in everyone's diet, unless you're, maybe allergic to it or something like that. But the thing is this, is healthy, but dense in calories. Meaning, if you eat too much of it, the calories will add up extremely fast. I want you to do this. Put the app MyFitnessPal on your phone. And I want you to put half a cup of walnuts into MyFitnessPal and see how much calories it is. Put a full cup of walnuts and cashews in there and see how much calories it is. Put a medium avocado in there. See how much calories it is. These calories add up so fast, y'all. I'm telling you, MyFitnessPal is a game changer. That's the name of the app, MyFitnessPal. Okay? This is how you're able to get results, because you're able to manage how much you're actually eating. Most people don't know how much they're eating. They're just eating healthy and they're like, man, why the weight ain't coming up? Why my stomach not going down? Why my A1C so high? Why my doc still saying I got my hypertension is just so bad. I got high blood pressure. I'm eating healthy now. I made changes. Well, you could be eating healthy, but overeating healthy food. And if you overeat on healthy food, guys, you're not going to lose weight. You're not going to lose belly fat. You might feel a little bit better, and you could potentially lose weight depending on how heavy you are. But I'm telling you, it's important to know how much you're eating. It's just like if you run a business, you got to know how much money you're spending versus how much money is coming in. Or else what happens? You might just go broke. You know what happens when you go broke? This game over. That's what's out here happening to a lot of people. They're overeating on food, don't even know it. Belly getting bigger, getting man boobs. Women, they I gotta get rid of these bat wings. I hate it. Start managing how much food you eat. All right. Number 3, and I'm gonna say this one sparingly because some of y'all don't need to be eating this too frequently, and it's oatmeal. Okay, oatmeal is not, none of these foods are bad, y'all, but it's one of those foods that could be dense in calories. But in terms, because I'm not just talking about fat loss in this podcast, I'm also talking about like, you know, your cholesterol and your blood pressure, things like that. Oatmeal, old-fashioned oatmeal. I'm not talking about that oatmeal that got the what do they call it, the brown sugar in it, or the dinosaur eggs, or all the little the fake artificial fruit in there. That's no good. You gonna go from having high blood pressure to high blood pressure with type 2 diabetes if you eat that type of oatmeal. You want to eat old-fashioned oats. Yes, it's not gonna have an amazing sweet taste to it. Okay. However, it will lower your cholesterol. It will lower your blood sugar. Okay. So very, very important to be mindful of that. And it's a great food to eat. Like if you're gonna work out in the morning, just do like half a cup, 1/3 cup of oatmeal, guys. You don't have to slam it. You don't need like a full cup of oatmeal. Some folks are just eating oatmeal by itself. Straight carbs. You're trying to lose weight, but you're just eating straight carbs and wondering why you don't feel full and satisfied after you get done eating. You got to add some protein to the meal. If you want to lose weight, if you want to be able to be healthy, have energy, and you want to lose weight, every single meal should have protein in it. With breakfast, it could be turkey sausage, chicken sausage, beef sausage, turkey bacon, chicken bacon. It could be New York strip steak. It could be chicken, fish. But you need some type of protein with your breakfast. All my clients who do this drop way more weight than everybody else. The clients who just eat carbs for breakfast, no protein, I know why. And when they do their check-ins, I'll be like, yeah, I seen your meal. Like, you got to add some protein in there. Let's go from good to great. You're eating healthy. Now let's eat healthy with the right structure. Let's go from eating healthy to eating smart. Okay? And so oatmeal, that's definitely going to fuel you. All right? The next one is beets. All right? Last 2. Beets. It's going to help with your blood flow. You can start to see the benefits of this, like, actually kind of really fast. It doesn't have to take a very long time frame. Okay? When it comes to... it kind of like, just look at your blood vessels kind of like a pipe. All right? When you eat beets, or you could do like a beet supplement or something like that, it helps release the pressure, all right, of your veins and arteries. Well, not your veins, but like your arteries, your blood vessels. Okay? And so if you have a pipe with a whole lot of water flowing through it and it's tight, that's pressure. That's why they call it high blood pressure. All right? Our veins and arteries, when we take things like beets or eat things like beets, it can release some of that pressure. Okay? All right? You know what happens when the arteries close? When there's a blockage, because too much cholesterol is in your blood. You're eating too much junk food, fast food, fried foods. Stroke. Heart attacks. That's what happened. And so if you're eating too much fried foods, eating too much fast food, too much burgers. I love me a burger, but I'm not eating burgers all the time. Too much French fries, too much pizza. Guys, This is a breeding ground for not just weight gain. Like that's gonna happen by default, but it's the other things that you don't see that can happen on the inside of you. High blood pressure, sleep apnea. You waking up gasping for air. Your spouse or your partner saying, "Oh, you snore so loud." It's your nutrition, man. Like, you don't even have to be in the gym like killing yourself in the gym for hours. Just eat right. Last thing is this is kind of like a snack, and you could somewhat use this as a breakfast, but it's yogurt. Do protein yogurt. There's different brands out there. You know, I've kind of gotten away from just talking about what brands you could. They ain't paying you, boy. They ain't paying me, man. Tell them to give me a check. Cut me a check, and then I'll start telling y'all, hey, use this brand right here. But do a protein yogurt. I'll say that much. Because when you do protein yogurt instead of trail mix, instead of chips, instead of crackers, you're able to manage your gut health. Because there's yogurts that help with, like, you know, the probiotics and things like that. It helps with your gut health. And so if you're somebody dealing with a lot of bloating, low energy, brain fog, eat you some yogurt. Because you're more than likely snacking on junk food, and it's causing that to happen. Okay? And you can snack on a whole bunch of junk food throughout the day. I get a lot of people who say, I really don't eat that much. I just eat maybe one meal a day. And I said, well, outside that one meal, what are you eating? Oh, I just be snacking. You know, I have me like some trail mix or some chips or some, you know, some, what do they call, some crackers. You know, just a little finger food. I just be hungry. I get hungry throughout the day while I'm working. So I just reach and grab some. These calories add up so fast, y'all. Like, and most of the people who eat this way, and it's not to say they're bad people, but as a coach, it's important that I have to recognize patterns. So when I'm talking to you guys and I'm telling y'all these things, and even my coaching clients, I'm not talking from theory. I'm talking from patterns of talk. I've spoken to thousands of people. Like, if y'all look at my social media, it's almost 200, between all of my social medias, it's over 200,000 some people. I talk to a lot of people. A lot of people telling me their deepest, darkest secrets around their health and how their lifestyle is. And I can see a pattern with the people who have a lifestyle of snacking on chips, crackers, cookies. Most times they have health issues like the hypertension, the sleep apnea, the type 2 diabetes, the erectile dysfunction. It's important that you start taking care of yourself. If you have a health issue, like the ones I just shared with you, it's really a nutrition issue. You fix your nutrition, you fix the health issues, okay? If you're taking medications manage the issue. I'm not telling you to jump off the medication that your doctor done told you to get on. Don't do that. Your boy didn't tell you to do that. What I'm saying is, it can get worse if you're just taking medication to manage the issue, thinking it's going to get better, thinking that everything is all good. But every other year you're gaining 5, 10, 15, 20 plus pounds. It's going to get worse. And that's how the doctors put people on more medication. All right, Mr. Chris, Mr. John, you were taking this, but now you gained a couple pounds. We got to add a little bit more. All right, Ashley, Courtney, Michelle, you were taking this many milligrams. Now we got to bump it up to this. Because you're just expecting for the medications to manage and solve the issue. No, they just manage it. You fix the issue with nutrition. You fix the issue with taking care of yourself, getting sleep, drinking water, and not simply lemonade, sweet tea all the time. Instead of drinking soda, drink sparkling water. It's time to get a little bougie, y'all. We're getting older. By this time, you're in your 30s, 40s, and 50s, you got to have some type of money to be able to show for all these years. Start pouring into yourself. So that way you can give yourself more years to live for the people you love and care about. All right. But other than that, y'all, hopefully y'all found this helpful. We out of here. Let's get it. Yo, appreciate you for tapping in and listening to the podcast episode today. Hopefully you found it valuable, and if you did and you want to learn more about how I can help you lose the big ass stomach, transform your body, and get your health on point, DM me real results over on Instagram at JJacksonOfficial for more information. And I'll reach back out to you to do what I can to help you hit those health and fitness goals. Let's get it.